Okay. So the science of moving in silence. We're gonna talk about this in three things: energy, time, and frequency. Okay. Everything is energy, everything is vibrating. You guys got that basic sense. But one thing that I had to realize with moving in silence, which was something that I was not doing, something that I needed to do. Say hi, kitty. Say wagwan. Don't just run into the damn camera. Oh, sorry. He stayed running into me purposely. Is that it's so important to move in silence. I didn't realize that was such the importance of doing that. And I think it's because I wasn't thinking about jealousy and envy coming from close friends, people that your loved ones. Let's just put it that way. Okay, family members, friends, your partner. I wasn't thinking of things like that. And then even other people that you're not even aware of that have that kind of frequency towards you, that kind of vibration towards you. And, anybody that feels that kind of way, I just send them love and I send them clarity to realize that I am a mirror reflection of you. So you also have that energy within you if you so choose to tap into it. And I release, right? And that's one of the best ways that I can do that, so that I can remind myself that my energy is my own and I don't need to dim it down for anybody and vice versa. So now when we're talking about moving in silence, when we're talking about it from the energy perspective, the reason that is because I realize everything is energy. If we know that, right? If everything is energy, that means you need to really pay attention to what you're giving energy to, what is taking energy away from you, how it's affecting you in your daily life. So if I'm coming out and I'm like, oh, I'm about to write a book, or I'm about to have a Reiki business and I'm going to have clients and I'm going to become a Reiki master and I want to talk about chakras and I want to do all of this, not a lot of people want that for you. Right? And automatically, I didn't realize why. And it's mostly because they know you can actually succeed. The only thing that's missing is for you to know that you could actually succeed. You can actually succeed. So there's a level of confidence that needs to be worked here. There's a level of focus on increasing your energy and your solar plexus that needs to be increased, because it makes no sense that every time you want to say something about what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to have, not only does somebody always have something to say, like, well, you don't have this, how are you going to get that? You don't have this, how are you going to get that? Or the only people that knows how to do this are professionals, or the only people that can do this are people like this. You're not that, right? And you want to be very careful to make sure that you are far away from people like that, unfortunately. And sometimes it could be a close friend. It could be a best friend. It could be your lover, your partner, right? It could be your mother. It could be a sibling, a cousin, or something like that. And it's nothing negative as far as like, they're demonically taken over. Maybe sometimes, but it could really just be they don't want you to leave them behind because you're ambitious. You always want to do something. You always want to create. It could be something like that. So now you have a friend that is telling you, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. Or maybe you should do it like this, or completely tell you something to do completely far off from what it is that you want to do. So you really want to be careful when it comes to that. I'm just going to bring the mic a little bit closer. When it comes to expressing what it is that you want, because if you have to be careful of your energy. You have to be careful of the things that you want to put your energy into, because again, not everybody's going to support you. And if you want to do one thing and the other opposing force does not, basic kinetic energy class 101, you're not moving anywhere. You're not moving anywhere. You're going to remain in the middle. Because there's the same amount of equal force of energy that wants you to get this thing on the right is the same amount of equal energy that doesn't want you to get this thing on the left. So where you left, you're not moving. You're not moving. So this is where moving in silence comes, and to protect you and to help you, okay? Because, as I said, you want the energy to flow. There could only be polarity when it comes to movement. There always has to be polarity when it comes to movement. You won't know cold unless you experience hot. You won't know love unless you experience fear, sadness, grief, loss, all of those lower vibrational emotions, energies. You won't know them unless you feel joy, contentment, peace, gratitude. So both ends need to be present so you can know exactly where to move and how to move. So be careful of the energy that you're putting in to sharing your information, because you really want to move in silence when it comes to that, because not everybody shares the same energy, the same excitement for what you want. And unfortunately, you probably don't want to believe that it is a close friend, it is a close family member, it is this, but you don't know. Maybe somebody wanted to do something that you wanted to do and they didn't get to do it. Maybe they succumbed to what society has been telling them, or maybe, it just wasn't the right time, but you just happened to jump in at the right time, and you're having fun and you're excited about it, and you're trusting in your spirit guides, and you're trusting in source, and you're just moving and vibing. But they don't understand that, because it's like, if they didn't get to do it, what makes you think that you can? And again, it sounds harsh, but it's a reality. And the sooner you come to term with that, the sooner you're able to move forward and not hold yourself back any longer. Trust me, I know I've experienced it for a long time. I've started several things and I've seen the people that supported me, and I've also seen the people that didn't. Till this day, a lot of the Reiki services, chakra healing, tarot card readings, or any type of touch therapy, any type of services that I now offer in my Today's Wellness business, there's a lot of people, close ones, they didn't have yet to share a post. And that's fine. We get to release having any type of expectations from anyone, and start to embrace the people that do come into your life to uplift you, to support you, to push you and motivate you, because that's Soul Tribe. And one thing about Soul Tribe that I've learned and realized, you may not know them, but that's because you know each other as a soul. You don't need to know them physically. Everyone is moving collectively as a soul. So that's your Soul Tribe. The people that just think like you, do like you, want to invest like you, want to eat like you, they want to meditate. They want to do the same things that you want to do. Doesn't just have to be meditation and high vibrational things. It could be low vibrational things. That could be your Soul Tribe too. All right. So that's with energy. Now, moving in silence with time. This one, I had to consider, energy, of course, but then you ever wondered, like, if you want to set a goal, of course, we know that certain things doesn't just happen just like that, right? It takes some time. Almost bust my ass. It takes some time. It takes time to come up with. You'll get the idea just like that, but it takes time for you to put it together. It takes time for you to get your paperwork. It takes time for you to do some research. It takes time for you to get your resources, your tools, and it might take a couple of months or years and stuff like that. Luckily, EINs, LLCs, if you want to start a business, they're very quick now. If you have the right resources, that gets you in the door even faster. That's one of the things that I've learned in high school and in college. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So if you have the right resources, the right people, you want to collaborate with them, and you want to make sure they actually want to collaborate with you, because not necessarily everyone you want to collaborate with wants to work with you. That's something I had to learn as well. They probably want something from you, but doesn't mean they want to work with you. So in time, you want to always make sure you are paying attention to where you are in your manifestations to what you want to share with people, right? Maybe you shouldn't share with somebody a new idea that you just had, that you're excited about, and you want to start to implement pour some energy and attention into it. But maybe when it's done, let's say I want to write a book. The book is written, it's edited, I got the cover, it's done, I'm about to drop it in 2 weeks. This is a good time for you to maybe share with, everyone, your loved ones, your friends, because everything is already done. Everything is already done, right? You want to manage time. You want to become aware of time. Now, again, time is an illusion. However, you're moving in increments of energy, right? And with time comes with momentum. And with time also comes with compounding effect. So the more time you allow something to build up, let's say you want to lose some weight, and you don't want to tell somebody you're about to start going to the gym and lose, man, you could never stay consistent. You ain't doing nothing. You're not going anywhere, just go back and eat your bonbons. In my case, it was cheese doodles. Go sit down, watch some anime or something, right? I overcame that a long time ago, because I actually had a successful fitness business at one time. with a few other beings, and I've managed to come down from 205 to 143 because I understood the importance of honing in into my own energy and then surrounding myself with like-minded individuals. But if you're trying to if you started to go to the gym little by little, in about a month, 3 months, you get more confident, you start to get results, you start to feel better, look better, and now other people's going to start to see the results. So now you're like, oh, okay, now I'm feeling good. You're already in such a higher vibrational frequency, and no matter what anybody says, they can't really affect you because you're actually seeing results. And even if you're not seeing results yet, you're feeling much better about yourself. You're manifesting new people around in your reality. You're connecting with the right people, right? Last time I did a short, I realized the video was just too damn close. So let me try to get let's see if this could help. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm not going to edit this either, so y'all going to go with me on the ride, okay? So yeah, if it's a certain type of time that you're on, then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to do this much work for now and then see where I go from there, right? Because I want to make sure that at least I'm successful in what it is that I'm doing. Hey, no hands. So yeah, so even with time, the most important thing that I realized was that compound effect is gonna help you here. So let it build up. The more you get more consistent. Like I couldn't do one push up, y'all. I couldn't do one push up. Little by little, I started doing 3, and then 4, and then 7, and then 10. Then I stuck to 10 for a minute. When I got good with 10, I was like, let me do 11, let me do 12, let me do 15 over time. And I think that's not think. I know and I see it. It's true. Hard work beats talent all the time, because there's things that I've seen that because someone remained consistent and capitalized off the compound effect, they got a lot further, and then there's other barriers that you have to consider that may stop you depending on which time in your manifestations or your creations that you're in. You could be dealing with grief, relationships, romantic, yourself, old aspects of yourself that no longer need you to operate in this new dimension that you're in, as we are in the 5D and higher. Some of us are in 7, some of us are in 13, okay? But also, you're dealing with um, other people's frequency. You're dealing with other things that you need to get done. You're dealing with insecurities. Maybe you have stability or financial limited beliefs that is still holding on to you. Maybe you're codependent. Maybe you're not learning how to set boundaries. There's so many other things that are affecting you. And by the way, if you're listening to this, I really hope that you're working out or cleaning some dishes or doing something. Get the energy moving. So whatever I'm saying, it actually lands. Okay, the information lands straight into your vibrational frequency, straight into your DNA, straight into your cells. All right, so pay attention to the time, pay attention to the energy. The last thing that I said was frequency. The frequency is really the amount of energy that you are putting into something, right? Is the vibration. There's low frequency, there's higher frequencies, right? So how much of the frequency are you paying attention to when it comes to moving in silence? How you could see that, like, I'm about to do this. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's not that's not the highest frequency, right? As opposed to, yo, that is so dope. Keep going. I support you. Let me know. I'ma share it. That's a completely different type of energetical frequency. That's on a whole nother level. That's beyond you, right? And then you also have to make sure that you are the first component that has that amount of energy for your own manifestations, confirmation. You need to have that kind of level of energy and belief and higher frequency for yourself and what it is that you want to create and manifest in your life. All right. So when you want to move in silence, it's not because you're holding information back from people. It's just you realize the more that you tell people, the more that things are not moving for you. And it's almost like an egg. You don't want the egg exposed. You don't want it to fall. You don't want it to crack. You want to protect the environment, keep it warm, so that when it's ready, it's gonna grow and evolve and crack up at the time when it's ready to. That's also surrendering and allowing divine timing to happen. right? But in the meantime, what you can control is for it not to be attacked, for it not to be eaten by a crow out here. They eat everything. Okay. Right? For it not to fall or roll down a table and crack. Now you got to start over, you know? So you definitely want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to how much of that frequency that you're putting into something. Can you be patient? Can you allow the time of the compound effect to take in effect to really help grow whatever it is that you want to co-create whatever it is that you want to experience, because a lot of people don't want you to experience certain things. You possibly have been like me, well, that's going to be another video, but maybe you've been in and out of certain situations. Granted, you had to learn how to set boundaries. You had to learn how to put yourself first. You had to learn to trust your intuition. It wasn't anything as if like you were negative so you attracted negative. No, maybe you attracted negative because you had to learn that you needed to be more in a positive energy. You had to learn there were some generational emotional traumas that you had to release. And now that you're doing that, you know what? Let me do this differently. I got to move differently. It's a new time. So you're being required to move in a new way. And that's going to take a lot of focus and attention. It's going to take some moving in silence so that you have more of that energy, that frequency, that focus and attention, intention and attention to grow what it is that you want to manifest. All right. So I didn't really want to make this long, but it is what it is. If you guys are interested in working with me, information in the description box below. I love to do chakra clearing and Reiki healing and even a tarot reading spread for your soul's realization process. Okay. Other than that, hit the like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. Okay. Moving in silence will be the goal from 2024 and on. Okay, I keep looking that way and on. All right, because that is where you get to really cultivate a relationship with source, with your ancestors, with your attention, with your goals, with your creativity and your thoughts, and really just nurture something that is very important to you so that it can grow and it could reach the people that it's meant to reach. All right. And unfortunately, sometimes it's not going to look like your loved ones. It's going to be a whole brand new set of people that you're actually here to inspire. And that's going to actually help you get into that Noah's Ark. And that's probably going to be the most challenging thing for you. But you're worth it. And so are they, because you're doing them a favor. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.